Yo, what up, friends? Sports business, and this was a story going on in my group chat. Boys, shout out all the 703 boys tuning in right now. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. EA Sports Takeover. What's happening? Well, there is a major buyout that is going to occur of Electronic Arts. What is Electronic Arts? Have you ever heard of EA Sports? The maker of Madden video games. That is EA. They also make a whole bunch of other video games that are not sports related, but for the people watching right now, probably makes the most sense. The deal is reported to be valuing the company at $50 million. What has happened is Electronic Arts has pivoted to live service revenue. And so you asked the professor, Omar, the professor, what is live service revenue? Well, let me let you know. There's a game out right now called Apex Legends. And so in that game, the Electronic Arts game maker allows the users to make small, very small in-game purchases and rewards them. It's kind of like gamification, but to a bigger extent because they're actually, it's kind of like the Pokemon strategy a little bit that you can see, but they've leveraged it into more tactile video games, more video games played on gaming systems and online versus necessarily on the mobile phone. So live service allows them to actually be able to generate revenue live time. They also do it through advertising. I don't know if any of you have been on Roblox or in the metaverse. I, as a digital marketing professor, have been in the metaverse plenty of times. There's plenty of advertising and generating revenue in the metaverse. That's how they make a lot of it. So yeah, when you walk around with your little virtual character, you'll see advertisements everywhere. Pretty fucking cool. Actually, don't call me a nerd. You can call yourself a nerd for not knowing it. Anyways, so what's happening here? Let's tell you a little bit about this. There will be some scrutiny. There will be some backlash. There may even be some people that are kind of against this and maybe try to stop this from happening. But also the other one that I guess people that don't know sports would know is very simple. The Sims. Everybody knows The Sims, right? You've had to have played The Sims at some point in your life. The Sims is made by Electronic Arts as well. Anyways, so this will be the biggest deal since Bella Goth. Hold on. Wait, where was I at? Hold on 1 second. I lost my place. Where did I go? Oh, okay. So here we are. Who is going to be included in buying this, the Electronic Arts, right? There's going to be a consortium, a number of businesses, a number of investment funds that are going to combine to buy the Electronic Arts property. That includes Silver Lake, who we've heard about a bunch. That's an investment firm here, very big in the United States, and Affinity Partners. And for all of you heads and all of you people that want to talk about Saudi Arabia and their sports washing and all of these other things, and all the people that want to be up in arms. Oh, they did 9/11, and so they shouldn't be able to invest into this and that and blase. Lose me with that bullshit. If you've watched me before, you've heard me on this topic plenty of times. Saudi Arabia's private investment fund, or the PIF, as I like to call it, is invested into every single United States company. So get the fuck over it. Everything you use, Disney, Amazon, Uber, everything. So it doesn't matter. Get off your high horse. Okay? So if there's going to be a lot of people pissed off because now they don't want to play video games because the Saudis are investing in there. And how about this? Especially to the conservative side of the aisle who loves to use this. Jared Kushner owns Affinity Partners, the son-in-law of President Donald Trump. Also the one that was touted today in the Israel agreement with Benjamin Netanyahu, which, by the way, I'll talk about on my news program, shameless plug, Professor Semanalmente News, USA and World News, which I'll hopefully be doing Wednesday, maybe if I don't go to that concert. I digress. So miss me with that. I'm sick and tired of the argument. And also, you'll know how I feel. I'm a veteran, so I can say whatever I want about this as I was serving when 9/11 happened. Rest in peace to all my veteran and everybody that lost their life that day. Worst day in our history. You can't say just because a group of Saudi Arabia people were included in those group of terrorists that this company can't then invest into the United States in the future. That doesn't correlate. That can't be 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, because we have to face facts. If we want to remain a world power or the preeminent world power, we have to leverage the resources of our allies, our acquaintances, and our enemies. And at this point in time, Saudi Arabia is an acquaintance of the United States, and we leverage them for their oil. And if you don't like it, too bad for you. They didn't cause 9/11 just because the guys that did it were in the group. Those guys were hired to do the job. You think that was all of Saudi Arabia behind it? And even if it was, how would you prove that? And I could go further into it. We won't talk about who actually trained bin Laden, but I digress. You can go see The Mind of the Professor. Shameless plug. I've talked about this before on The Mind of the Professor, and I go way deeper. So if you want to find my researched and nuanced opinion on this from a person very close to that, you can go back and see it. But yeah, get off your high horse with that. The Saudi investment fund is invested into pretty much everything in the United States. It has arms and hands and legs in everything that you do. Just gonna have to get over it. You are. Just is the way that it is. Microtransactions. Yes, sir. Hey, by the way, shout out my brother Clubber D. As I promoted at the top of the show, don't forget this Thursday night, 7 Eastern special start time for us. We're going to lead you into the San Francisco 49ers game. As you know, Clubber D is a San Francisco 49ers fan, so we will talk about that game. But we also talk about UFC 320 and some boxing and a great segue. I can't believe it, Clubber D. It's perfect how we always have these segues. Somehow you commented right now while I was about to talk about the only boxing story of the show, but and I'm sure Clubber D is going to talk more about this on Thursday night, so you're going to want to hear his opinion. Did you see the video of Terence Crawford getting pulled over by the police, forced out of his car at gunpoint in Nebraska on the same day he was honored as the honorary key to the city type person? I mean, you got to be kidding me. They said they pulled over a car for driving reckless. I can tell you what that means. That's AKA DWB, driving while black. That's the only crime he committed. Because when they pulled him out, yes, they had a firearm on the floorboard apparently, but they also all had permits and everything was legal and on the up and up. He tried to force Terence Crawford out, as you can see on the video at gunpoint. Terence Crawford is like, look, he's telling him everything. He's like, I'm taking off my seatbelt. I'm standing up. I'm putting my hand. And even then, the cop's still getting all snippy. Get the hell out of the car. I'm like, bro, calm down. Plus, do you not watch any sports? Do you not know you are in Nebraska? Do you not know the damn world champion, the world heavyweight champion? The one who was just honored earlier the day in the same city you're standing in, and you're telling me you don't know who he is. Even if you had stopped him, at least when you get to the car, you're like, oh, shit, my bad, bro. You can still do your job. I'm not saying don't do your job. If you suspect that was really what happened, wink, wink, because I don't really believe that's why you pulled him over. But if that's what you really suspect, and you did see the firearm on the floorboard, it is in the law. I read up on it today. It is in the law for the police officer to pull him out the car if they see a firearm. Fine, do your job. But if he's being respectful, if he's telling you every move, there's not really a reason for you to be getting all snappy and angry and things like that, because you all, and I mean the law enforcement, you all always say, well, you need to comply when being told what to do. Okay. Not only was he complying, he was literally walking the cop step by step. I am moving my hand. I am putting my hand. And you're still getting upset because he ain't moving fast enough. But if he moved any faster, you'd have probably shot his ass. Again, go back and check the Professor Semanalmente. I've had things to say about the whole police brutality bullshit in this country. And conservatives on that side of the aisle like to talk about how the liberal, why y'all want to be protesting and burning shit down and blah, oh, you did that for George Floyd and this and that, blah. That's very, very disingenuous. Very disingenuous. Because it wasn't ever done for George Floyd. It was done in protest of police brutality, just like the Colin Kaepernick situation. So miss me again with that bullshit. And let me put my face up close so you can see me and see that I'm serious. Miss me with that racist bullshit. And again, I don't care about the politics. You know me. If you watch this show, you know I hate both sides. I don't like liberals or Democrats or Republicans. I don't like either side of the aisle. I think all politicians are criminals. Doesn't mean I don't like the people. I love my people. I just don't like the politicians. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all work. They work us, just like with the government shutdown, like I'll talk about later this week. They do this to us every year. Every year they talk about a government shutdown that you know is not going to happen because they've been doing this shit for the past 20 years, and they only do it so they can then leverage more money out of the public because the public is scared it shuts down, and so then they're allowed to pass more bills with more money. That's the only reason. Man, y'all got to think. I got to be smarter. Cubberty said he used the key to get out. I mean, that's some bullshit, though. I mean, come on now. Like, my man is telling you every step he's taking, and you still get an attitude. Come on, man. How much right can you do before you whatever? Anyways, we move on. I digress.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment.